I stayed up way too late waiting for him to call, but he must have fallen asleep early. All right, here we go. Time to stop zoning out and talking to myself like a freak. I grab my hoodie off the back of my desk chair and wrap it securely around my waist over my leotard. Straightening my spine, I perfect my posture, arranging my face in a placid expression fit for public consumption. Wouldn't want to scare anyone faint of heart with my natural resting bitch face. Taking a final deep breath, I step out of the warmth of my room into the cool, hushed hallway. The rubber soles of my knitted boots squeak against the sparkling floor. I squint my eyes almost shut, the rising sun peeking out from the towering crop of evergreens behind the dorms is way too bright through the empty hall's floor-to-ceiling windows. A door clicks open behind me, and I quickly rummage around in my dance bag for my headphones. Tchaikovsky drifts gently into my ears, and I focus on mentally running through today's choreo. I visualize myself doing my shenny turns effortlessly, my turnout flawless as the music swells. I'm brought back to the present by someone shouldering past me, bumping me off balance from behind. Gritting my teeth for a moment, I force my face back into its unbothered position as I look up from my phone. It's Stephanie, not even stopping to apologize as she books it toward the washroom, her toiletry basket swinging wildly behind her. Oh, no worries, Steph. I'm all good. Containing a sharp glare, I keep moving toward the studio. Almost everyone is gathered by the windows when I get there. Taking my usual spot close to the door, I don't look up from my phone even as I feel their eyes on me. There's some faint whispering, followed by the familiar sharp peal of laughter from Noelle. It always reminds me of the sound a cat would make if someone mistakenly stepped on its tail. There are some quieter giggles from her friends, and I turn my music up, a fury of strings drowning them out. I concentrate on changing into my point shoes. Usually, summer vacation is a much-needed break from Noelle and the rest of the girls, but not this year. Everyone else in our level is gone for the summer. There are just 10 of us here for the final intensive. Only 5 of us are going to move forward to the apprenticeship program at the Western Canadian Ballet, the major company that's partnered with my school. The program starts next week, once the school year is back in session. We've been in the studio all of August. Today's our very last day. I'm trying not to freak out about it too much, but this is the biggest opportunity I've had since Neil and I placed in the Youth American Grand Prix. But that was almost exactly 3 years ago, basically a lifetime in ballet. This apprenticeship is my last chance to get back on track with potentially scoring a contract with a respected company. The Western Canadian Ballet is as good as it'll get for me now. I try not to think too much about what could have been, what should have been. I try not to picture what it would have been like if Neil and I won YAGP scholarships to the School of American Ballet, the #1 ballet school in North America. SAB is where we always planned to go when we were kids. We worked endless hours preparing for that before. Squeezing my eyes closed, I shake my head. I can't do anything about the past now. All I can do is focus on nailing today. Madame Warner enters, and everyone scrambles to their feet to take their places at the bar. Stephanie bolts in a second afterward and takes her spot, flanking Noelle. Warner puckers her wrinkled face, and Stephanie mutters an apology. Warner turns on the music, and we begin warming up at the bar, starting with our pliés. I settle into my usual rhythm, studying my form carefully in the mirror as I move through the positions, bending my knees so they're exactly over my toes. Warner's voice slowly transforms into the voice of my first dance teacher, Madame Dmitriev. That always happens when I'm in the zone, her deep, throaty voice keeping me in perfect time, yelling out the 8 count in Russian. Close to the end of class, I feel eyes on me again, and I realize Warner has paused right in front of me, which